Yo guys, this is your boy Edison joining you with another video. This is gonna be video me talking about small details in vocal tuning. I've been talking about it a lot in this channel already, but there's some details. I have a lot of experience, deep knowledge and deep experience regarding this thing, this very thing. This is two vocals I recorded separately and maybe pieced it together from like, let's say 5 takes or something. It's nothing perfect. I used Kiss I Was Made For Loving You track for a template for this. Like I found it with my ear. I made this in 3 hours, I think. 3 hours, yes. Oh, this is my push to talk button, you can see. Push to talk. But anyways, I want you to hear the vocal track. And I will show you how to keep it as natural as possible with the new tone. So I'm using new tone for the tuning. There is also a little bit help. It's just having that formant push. It gives you that push feeling when the formant is on. It's not doing anything. It's just on, you know. I would say it's a formant push. This is what I call it. It's a term I made up in my head, but you know, let's see.
Was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me, and I can't get enough of you, baby. Can you get enough of me? I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me, and
Yeah, it's nothing perfect and very simple takes. Very simplified singing, you know. There is nothing so artistic or special about it. But it's just an example, you know. Just a simple popish kind of mix example. I'm not gonna too much go over what's happening with the mix. I just say there is one mono track, then there is stereo track using manipulator doing the widening, some bottom layering, delay, throws, reverb I'm using. There is also reverb duck. It's kind of like ducking the first vocal, doing some dynamic processing, so there is more space for the vocal itself. There is also parallel processing for the vocals and fresh air adding some little bit of this pop air kind of feeling to it. I was also trying sound goodizer but didn't have anything good with it. So then bus processing, its saturation, some tasty equalization, and then we go over to... This is kind of like just limiting. Maybe there's some stereo processing also. Yeah. That's the mix. Quickly. But the vocal tuning, it's the main topic of this video. I think it's important to say the details when going over looking something. The scale, well, you need to know the scale if you want to use snap to scale. I have no idea what's the scale. I think it's A minor. It looks like A minor. It might be A minor. Are they all natural? Let's see. It seems to be. Doesn't it look like it? Everything is on the white, basically. If I did it perfectly, I would add the variation perfectly to the middle and wouldn't touch it. But if I do like this, you see, it straightens the vocal performance. Now it sounds like robot. Listen to it.
I was made for loving you, baby. You were...
There is nothing natural about it anymore. Little bit too much up, you know. You see here, it's almost going to the sharp. Then you just might maybe want to go over a little bit, commit it a little bit more to the middle. Like this. This is doing a little bit of very nice rhythmical. We have to go here. From here we push it to up. Go up. This is important note to hit this note. Maybe even a little bit more middle. It hits there and then boom. It's up. You can always go stretching and try to make the timing perfect and stuff like this. Pressing Alt.
Were made for... You were made for... You were made for loving me, and you were made for loving me. Me, and I can.
And you heard my performance was bad.
Me.
And sometimes I like the tails when they're very straight. Then it feels very perfect with the reverb and delay, you know. When it's both tracks, if you have two tracks, you do them both separately. But you need to be so careful, very mindful with every decision and every position, every single detail, you know. Boom, it goes up and then goes down. This is the performance happening. This is the magic happening. Even though this is very simple thing, but you need to respect all of this, what is happening. It's in the scale. Guitarist can play any notes in the scale, you know. But this is the performance, you know. When it sounds good, it is good. This is very important, I think. Important detail. I want almost like this front part to commit to this note. I'll show what I mean. Zooming out. That's my push to talk. But you see, sometimes you have to cut it like this.
You were made for loving. You were made.
It's making that kind of turn there. My vocal performance wasn't good, so but like respect all of these details. This is basically the message I'm sharing here. Because you hear too many killed vocals. I've done it 100 times personally. Little bit too much tuning maybe sometimes. Sometimes you want it to sound very artificial. That can be a thing you can do in modern pop, EDM, electronic music. But we as a human beings are very used to hearing the real human voice. And real human voice is very close to nature. So it sounds natural, you know. And the natural version is the most authentic version. And it sounds pretty when it's in tune, you know. It's in scale. It's in key. This is what we want. Basically, I think I shared all I wanted to share in this. I just kind of like talking about these turns. All of this variation. That's the magical word. You don't want to kill it like this. This is not good. How about this? That's too much. Sometimes if I'm very lazy, this helps me steer it towards the key. Just push a little bit variation down. Now it's pushing it a little bit. It's killing a little bit of the feeling of it. But it's pushing it into key more. As long as I'm using, like this is a bonus detail. Here is the snap to scale. I can press this and then go scale. Then choose the scale. That's what I'm saying. And then I press Ctrl A. It chooses all of the notes, and then I press second mouse button and it snaps it to that key where I want it. Every note is gonna be in that key. And now you have to listen carefully. Is it right? Yeah, this is just information. I was using this new tone. You can use anything really. Auto-tune is also like Antares auto-tune. You can do inside that also some of this work. There is many plugins which handles this detail. I've loved a lot new tone. It's slow doing full pop mixes. Sometimes it took me 20 hours when you have a lot of players doing this. But really respect. You need to really focus and respect the track to make it really brilliant. This is very perfect and pop way of doing it. Because this performance was made this way. This is the performance. We don't want to kill the performance like this. No. Yeah, just saying this. I think some people do it a little bit too much, and I wanted to share this respect towards the vocalist. Thank you for watching. Peace out.
I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me, and I can't get enough of you,